always been a paddler my entire life, and I kind of always had an entrepreneurial trait, just never had an opportunity to pursue it. So as I was leaving the military after a couple tours in Iraq and Afghanistan, I decided it was time to kind of do something new and different. So I decided that was the best chance and opportunity for me to start pursuing my entrepreneurial endeavors. But one of the challenges we all face, especially as we leave the military, is, where do I find capital for a business venture, right? I mean, we got these great ideas, we got these business plans, and then we have to fund these plans. And just like many people, as I was leaving, I didn't have a lot of collateral, didn't have a lot of equity. And I had this great business plan that required all this capital, but I was getting turned down bank after bank after bank. I was looking for other options, and I came across Gulf Coast Renaissance, who at the time was doing some micro loans and micro lending with the Small Business Administration, and they kind of stepped in to bridge that gap. Just like many banks, they couldn't quite fund my entire project, so I ended up having to bootstrap and do the entrepreneurial things that most of us end up doing. I could joke around and just spent a couple extra years of ramen noodles and peanut butter and jelly. But the great thing that I found, especially as we moved into the Renaissance Corporation, was they weren't just there for funding. They also provided a lot of mentorship. They did a lot of connecting with other outside resource partners to kind of help bridge that gap and ensure that some of those milestones and stepping stones were met with synergy. Which was unique and great about the program they were offering and running, because normal traditional side is kind of like, hey, here you go, as long as you pay your bills, you're good to go. But they bridged that gap by ensuring that we had that mentorship along the way, and some people would call it intrusive, but they've wanted to be a part of the process, not just a transactional organization. I think everybody, when I told them I was opening a kayak shop in South Mississippi, did the what? But they were supportive of it. Obviously, they made me go through, just like any entrepreneur, through the process of writing a business plan, coming up with financial projections, explaining how I was going to be able to pay back the loan, because there is risk even as a bank, right? And as long as I could reach those milestones, they were all about supporting it and helping me get up and going. And they've been there pretty much in every growth phase that I've had, because when we started out our store, we started out in a little 800 square foot location, and then we moved to a 1,200 square foot, then we moved to 2,500, and then where we're at today in 11,000 square feet. They've been kind of part of that growth program in every step of the way, not only just in funding, but also in the mentorship.